Hello, welcome to the Daily Devotion. I'm Kathy Morris, pastor of the Dixon United Methodist Church. Many times over, Jesus warned his disciples that they would experience persecution. The good news of Jesus' life, death, and resurrection really is good news. Alas, all too often, we hear the good news of Jesus as a threat to what we know and to our comfort zone. Unfortunately, this persecution is often something that comes from other Christians. Marguerite Porete was burned at the stake for heresy in 1310. She was a Christian mystic who wrote about the union between God's divine love and our souls. Her book, The Mirror of Simple Souls, has become a classic of Christian spirituality. Many think she was ahead of her time, and indeed, her teachings are very similar to that of John of the Cross, who was given the designation of Doctor of the Church. Marguerite Porete was truly focused on God, so much so that she did not appear to defend herself when she was put on trial, and she faced her cruel death with a calm spirit. We hear her dedication to God in this prayer. Lord, I hereby surrender my will and my love. You have brought them to the point of surrender. I had thought that my calling was always to live in love through the promptings of my will. But now both love and will, which brought me out of my spiritual childhood, are dead in me, and in this death I find my freedom. Our Bible reading for today comes from the first letter of Peter. Persecution of Christians is one of the issues that it addresses. The letter encourages Christians to remain faithful to Christ. This requires spiritual maturity, and spiritual maturity requires that we let go of attitudes and behaviors that are destructive. I'm reading 1 Peter chapter 2, verses 1 through 3 from the New Revised Standard Version. Rid yourselves, therefore, of all malice and all guile, insincerity, envy, and all slander. Like newborn infants, long for the pure spiritual milk, so that by it you may grow into salvation, if indeed you have tasted that the Lord is good. For your spiritual exercise, pour a glass of milk. As you look at the glass, ask God to help you let go of anything that is holding you back in your relationship with God. And then feel that longing within, that deep longing within, to taste the goodness of Christ.